Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Happy Christmas Eve! It is a super fantastic, sparkling, fun Friday. Oh my gosh, we are. I am super excited. It has been raining since at least 3 a.m. this morning, because that's when I got woken up with it. So it probably started before then and filtered through the sleeping and everything. So as far as I know, it's been raining since at least 3 a.m. this morning. It has not stopped. It is a steady downpour right now, so the ground's getting a good soaking. There is surface flooding in places. So I am super excited because it's raining today. Sorry, I'm just giddy with happy. Zeffy is not happy about the rain, and very not happy. So she didn't realize. Thankfully, she didn't realize it was raining. So when I opened, and I didn't have the awning out because it was a little windy, and so that would have, and it was windy enough that it was borderline dangerous to have the awning out, and so. I didn't have the awning out, so I opened up the door. Zeffy jumps out as she usually does. I'm already, and I put my tramping boots on today to keep my feet dry. Stepped out of the RV, and Zeffy's like twisting and turning and trying to figure out what's going on and shaking. Then she realizes it's raining. I'm blocking the door. She can't get back inside. So she tries to get up to the RV. She looks under the RV. I don't know what was under the RV, but she didn't want to go under there for whatever reason. I was like, good. And so we start walking, and she takes a few steps and then starts shakes the water, takes a few more steps, shakes the water. And she was doing that most of the way. It was hilarious, the poor thing. She really does it. And of course, right in front of our site is this big puddle of water that we had to go through to get to the dry area so we could go, come on, you want to come up? You can come up. You want to show them your tie? This is Zeffy's tie. That's it. What's this? Hey, you want to put your tie on? Come here. You want to put your tie on? There we go. You want to see how pretty you look? There you go. Oh, look at that pretty girl with her Christmas tie on. Yeah, you got your Christmas tie on? We'll leave it on for later on. Do you want me to take it off? You're just going to run away with it? Okay, you can do that too. Okay, come here and I'll take it off for you. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. You want to sniff? There you go. You can sniff. No, it's not for you to play with. She just tried to bite the nose of the reindeer. Anyway, so we had a very wet walk this morning, and I had my rain poncho on, which wasn't really helping a lot because of the breeze, the wind that was blowing around and stuff. So rain was getting underneath and all that sort of thing, but it was okay. I figured I can just dry off when I get back, put on some dry clothes. It's all going to be okay. Then we got around the corner, and there was a couple of dog owners sitting there. And one of the ones is a friend that Zeffy likes to play with, and they were talking about, it's this rain and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, I love the rain. And I said, it's great. You get out here, it's liquid sunshine. You get out here, you just start dancing. And I stood there on the spot, hanging on with the leash in one hand and started dancing. And they looked at me like I'd completely lost it, which is fine with me. It gave them a smile. That was my purpose. It gave them a smile. So then I said, and says, poor Zeffy, so I said, she doesn't like walking in the rain, so I've got to get her inside. And so I got her inside and got her all toweled. And so she gets inside. She starts rolling around on the carpet because she was wet. This poor dog. And so as soon as I got inside, as I picked up the towel, and first of all, I got rid of the poncho and put that in the shower over there. And then I toweled her off, and she really she loves getting toweled off. And so she liked that. And then as soon as I stopped, she starts rubbing herself on the carpet again, scooching along on her back and all of that sort of stuff. It was hilarious. And then I thought, let me call the mail place just to see if they are open today. And so I called them, and they closed at 3:00. And I thought, well, I'm just going to scoot down now, grab the mail, and come back again. So I left the rain poncho here. I put a jacket on, and ran out and got my bags out of the back that I used to pick up my mail, and got down there to get my mail. And there was a parking space right in front of the door. I was like, yes. And so I went in. There was a huge stack of mail. And of course, I had to find my package receipts in amongst all that. So I'm like standing in place, and it's cards after cards after cards after cards. And oh, there's one there from Canada. Oh, cool. Card after card after card. There's my one. My mum had sent me a birthday card and a Christmas card. And last I looked, which was 2 weeks ago, it hadn't arrived. And there were 2 cards from New Zealand from her. And I was like, yes, I can let mum and dad know that. I can let Kathy know her packages. There was a package from Kathy. There was, this is my Canadian friend, a card as well. And then I had 2 cards from New Zealand. So I was like, yay, my mail's catching up with me. Woohoo, woohoo. And so I was super, super excited about that. And I only had one return. I thought, why was this one returned? And obviously their machine is not reading very well at the post office because it's the same address I have been sending stuff to for a long time. And I know that people haven't moved. So that one's going to get resent. So I got home. But first of all, when I got in the car before I left, I like closed the trunk, put the stuff on the front seat to put the packages in, and I'm like sitting in the car and going, it still sounds like it's really loud. And I reached up on the window behind me when Zephy's in the back. I opened the window behind me about this much, but the one on the passenger side is opened all the way. So I reached over and I went, oh my gosh, the back window's open like about this much. And I couldn't really feel, and fortunately I have these UV stockings that slip over the top of the door and down over the windows. And so there's stocking on either side and the window opens up in between them. And it's safe for Zephy, because she's not getting bugs and stuff flying into her face or into her eyes with the head out the window. It doesn't give her a reason to jump out of the car because she can't. And when we're in sunny places, she's still got a lot of shade on her. But the screen didn't feel wet, but I could feel it. Oh, damn. So out of habit, I pulled on the 2 back window buttons, and realized that the one on the passenger side was still going, and it was open the whole night, the whole time. I'm like, oh no, oh my gosh, how weird is it? Fortunately, on the back seat, I have a very large cover that goes literally from door to door. And has a piece that comes up on the end, so I can make it like a hammock in there for her. So she's completely safe. She's not going to fall down onto the floor because it goes between the headrest on the back seat to the back of the front seat and secured by the headrest there. So she's kind of in a hammock. And so I was like, oh my gosh, how bad? And it smelled really bad. And I was like, oh my gosh, how bad is it going to be? And so I didn't stop and look at it. I thought, no, I've got to go get the mail. So when I got the mail, got back, and after I put the mail into the back of the car, I then went around to the passenger side. A little bit of the carpet was wet between the back seat and the front seat. And the back seat's all leather, but did not have any water on it. The top cover, the cover that we had, did have a little bit of water on it. But the stockings, the window coverings, took most of the rain. I was like, yes. So we just got a bit of wet carpet to deal with. The driver's side, no problem at all. Passenger side, a little bit of wet carpet, a little bit of the mat on top that was wet as well. So I've pulled the mat up so that can dry off, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, and it got a little bit of the back of the front seat, but that's all leather. So overall, for downpour since, I don't know, since at least 3 a.m. this morning, and having one window fully open, it's not that bad as far as being wet inside the car goes, because the UV stockings helped a lot of it come, even though they're soaked, it helped a lot of it, stopped a lot of it from coming through. So I was like, yay, thank you. So now it's time. I'm going to go do some work. And then when I finish work this afternoon, about an hour and a half after I finish work, I get on a Zoom with my mum and dad and my brother Craig and his wife, who are going to be at my parents' place for Christmas dinner, because it is now Christmas Day in New Zealand, as well as all those other places ahead of us. So Merry Christmas to to my friends and family in New Zealand, and my friends and family who are in Australia. Merry Christmas. Lots of love from Zephy and me. Have a super fantastic sparkling day. So I am out of here. Everybody have a super fantastic sparkling day, whether it is Christmas Eve or Christmas. Your thing today is, what fun things do you have planned today? So I'm just going to stay nice and warm in here. It's only meant to be a top of 63 degrees Celsius today. I mean Fahrenheit, because 63 Celsius, oh, that would be really hot. 63 degrees Fahrenheit today. I think that translates to somewhere like 15 degrees Celsius, I think. We'll have to have a look and see. But anyway, I'm out of here. I got to go get some work done. So have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will catch you guys around 6 p.m. Mountain Time this evening. If I'm off the Zoom call with my parents. Talk to you soon. Hei konara.